Hello there everyone, how is everybody doing today? Because we got some news to talk about really quick. Oh my goodness, where do I start? I was thinking about making a video about this, but what can I say? So I just thought, let's just make a stream about it and we can discuss it. What's going on, Lego Obi-Wan? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, feel free to do that, links in the description. We found out right here that EA Star Wars officially tweeted this 1 hour ago. We won't be showing any new Star Wars games at EA Play Live on July 22nd, but all of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision for the galaxy far, far away. Okay, so first off, if you've been watching this channel, hopefully you didn't get your hopes up really that much, because I've only been reporting on the real news, compared to other channels. I'm not gonna name names. You guys know the clickbaiter ones: Battlefront 3, Battlefront 3, Battlefront 3, this, that. The only reason why I was expecting maybe a little bit or something Star Wars is because they actually kind of gave us a little tease, which of course we shouldn't fall for. And I reported on this in my news update just as a little tease, saying, hey, EA Star Wars retweeted Game Informer when they said, what is a good time for as we head into EA Play next month, right? It's a good time to jump into Respawn's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And they quoted this. They said not only did they retweet it, they quoted this. Now is a great time to get back into Jedi Fallen Order. Why would they do that when they're talking about EA Play next month? If they know there's not going to be any Star Wars games announced. Oh, I think I know. Greed? For them just to buy Fallen Order I was expecting maybe some time of announcement. See, here's the thing. They're talking about next year now. So basically the rest of this year, no Star Wars games. Because they said, otherwise they'd say, but all of us look forward to celebrating with you soon. They use the words next year. Next year. Okay? Well, we're not too far away from the... How do I get this stupid highlighting thing off? Whatever. We'll just click on this, right? Right here. Look right here. Look. So the Jedi Fallen Order tease was just a blatant misdirection then. You know what I'm saying? Sleepy Toast F? Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I didn't even have my hopes up a lot, honestly. But when they're out kind of doing that type of stuff and getting people kind of hyped up for it. I mean, let's talk about this. They did do one thing right. One thing right. They communicated. Because I was going to stream this event just in case there was any Star Wars news. And now I'm not going to. Because there's no reason for me. They just announced that there's not going to be any Star Wars games. I'm sure there's going to be clickbait everywhere saying, oh, this is just to fake us out. They're really most likely going to have something planned. I'm sure that's going to be out there. Don't fall for it. Why would EA mislead its community? Just to... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense why they would do that. But anyways, I don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? It's just like, I wasn't even expecting a lot. I was thinking we weren't going to get shown anything. I was thinking maybe we might get a official confirmation that Fallen Order 2 will be coming, but then that would be it. They wouldn't tell us anything about it. I just thought that they would be like, hey, that's all we need. We don't know anything's coming. If you guys didn't know, I know it's been clickbaited like crazy, but Fallen Order 2 is everything but confirmed. It has not been officially confirmed yet. Just so you guys know. I know it just is common knowledge to just think it's confirmed when it's not. It's just been clickbaited like crazy. But I mean, pretty much Fallen Order 2 is coming just because of they have done a lot of teases and stuff, as well as them just having massive success off that game, right? But I thought for sure that they would just confirm it there. That was it. I thought that was going to be that, and maybe it's something little, but I wasn't really getting my hopes up. But just, I don't know. After that tweet about the Fallen Order 2, I mean, there's a reason why I mentioned it in my news update video. I just didn't do it for kicks. You know what I mean? So that was a little disappointing. But I definitely knew there wasn't going to be any Battlefront 3, like I've been trying to tell you guys. Yeah, it's just annoying. But But yeah, what's going on, Ryan RG Gavino? What's going on, XR? They can't make more Star Wars games because there's no lore in Disney. Star Wars, they destroyed 40 years of lore. Well, that's the thing, though, right? Why do they have to make a canon game? Go make a non-Star Wars canon game. I bet you that'd probably be the best Star Wars game out there. Because then they're not limited to what Disney has to say. Why does the Star Wars games all of a sudden have to be canon? That doesn't make sense. They're limiting themselves when they do that. I mean, I'm all for there being canon games. Like Fallen Order was good, right? Battlefront 2 is also good. But that's not a must-have, you know what I mean, for a video game. I hate EA. They were least deserving company to get Star Wars game license. I have mixed feelings about EA. I love their games, but I also feel like they make not the greatest decisions. Like this one, I feel like what they should have done, they didn't even have to show anything. Just them saying that they are working on this project or this project. Even if, I mean, I understand also why they don't, right? Because if it gets canceled or if something goes wrong, then they don't want everyone's hopes to get up. But just have a, like, this is props right here. I'm glad they just communicated. This is actually a step up. Them tweeting this is a step up, right? Them showing up to EA Play. So props to EA here for tweeting this out. Because I would have streamed this event, which, by the way, I actually had plans during the EA Play, but I'm like, just in case for Star Wars games, I'm going to go cancel those plans. Well, now I can just go back and remake those plans that I had because they just had some communication. So thank you for not wasting my time at EA Play. I appreciate that. But I wonder what is going to be at EA Play. Hint, hint, I think I know. Probably some sports games. I don't know. But yeah, the thing that got me is next year, right? So here, think about this. Think about this. When do they announce games before they come out? I mean, obviously, all games are different, but you can see a trend, at least in Star Wars games. They're not announced right before they come out. So if they're not going to announce anything until next year, when do you think it's going to come out? I don't know if you guys remember me saying this, but I mentioned the year 2024. And also 2023. 2023 and 2024, I said there's a big chance we're going to be seeing a lot of Star Wars games. Because of the license being no longer exclusive to EA. What's going on, Louderson? Nice to see you on Twitch, man. Hope you're doing well. So during that time, EA will have to step up their game if they're wanting to make money with Star Wars. They have to. Because they no longer have an exclusive license. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to have to compete with other companies, which I feel like, you know, Disney should have done from the beginning, but hey, they learned their lesson or whatever, right? So, I guess they still have a good relationship with EA. Good. I want EA to continue to make Star Wars games. I also want other companies to make Star Wars games because competition is the best thing for Star Wars. Just like Battlefield would come out almost every single year, right? The competition with that was Call of Duty. It always takes, you know, even though they're different franchises, right? They're competitors. You know what I'm saying? We need that for Star Wars games. That way they keep on topping each other. And the reason why I say the years 2023 and 2024 is 2023 is when the contract ends with EA. And then 2024 gives all those developers time to make a game and get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes time to make a game. They can't just announce it like this and make it come out like this, right? But yeah, I was gonna say something else, but it'll come back to me though. Hello there, Savage Boy. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Disney's canon is too small and restricted, watered down. I mean, they did get Fallen, but that's the thing. They can always make new canon. That's what they did with Fallen Order. They can make new stuff. They just got to get things approved, right? But yeah, since they're not going to be announcing anything until next year, chances are that game that they announce probably isn't going to come out until 2023, which is the year I predicted. Which makes sense from a business standpoint, because that would also be the time that some other Star Wars games are coming out. You know what I mean? What's going on, Solomon? Hope you're doing well. EA should make a new Star Wars game that is KOTOR. Yeah, even remaking of Star Wars games, people would love that. But look, this is any new Star Wars games. There's no new Star Wars games basically for the rest of this year. The reason why I say for the not just EA Play but for the rest of this year is because they said we all look forward to celebrating with you next year, right? When we share our vision. So they're just gonna share the vision for the future. Again, like we've seen once before. What was it? I think it's been quite a bit now when they said they were doubling down on Star Wars games. People were saying like, oh, that's a complete, you know, washover right there. That's not true. There's no doubling down on Star Wars games. But what people don't understand is when he said that, right? It takes time to make those games to double down on. But this is about the time where they would want to announce it. I understand that COVID set things back, and I'm not trying to be down on them at their part, because I'm happy about this tweet and also like upset about it a little bit. I'm upset that they're not announcing anything. I'm happy that they made the actual tweet and had that communication. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's basically all I have to say really about it. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what some of the comments be saying on it. What are you going to be showing FIFA 20? Yep, you're right. You're right. It's going to be definitely FIFA, 100%. Well, there you go. Whatever. I'm not even going to say anything. Don't believe all the Battlefront 3 stuff. I mean, I try and keep you guys updated on all the realistic news. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So now you will do a live and dual videos. Do live and dual videos? Well, I mean, that's the thing though, right? Is I'm obviously going to be still reporting on all the Star Wars news when there is any, which, you know, there really hasn't been much. That's why there's been a lack of Star Wars news. But I'm going to continue doing the content that I've been wanting to do. That's on my document. Have a lot of lore videos planned as well, trying to expand my channel in that community as well, because I don't have a lot of people that enjoy the lore videos right now. So that's kind of like a little, like my channel is small in that area. You know what I mean? For Battlefront 2 stuff, I'm starting to make a little bit of community, which is great. I'm going to continue those tutorial videos, which is why the Anakin Skywalker Hero Guide will be out next week, which I also put in the community tab about. Things like that. There's still going to be Battlefront content, yes, dual videos, still be doing live streams, right? I'm still be playing Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is my favorite game of all time. It's my favorite Star Wars game and my favorite game of all time, you know? When their contract with Disney started, they had so many projects, and then so many of them were canceled. Yeah, see, that's the thing. So, I mean, I understand where they're coming from to a point, but they need, even if something gets canceled, right, especially, like, things that they're sure on, they should announce. Now, they don't have to show anything. If they don't have anything to show, they don't have to show. Even if they have stuff to show, don't show it. Wait for later, right? But let the Star Wars community know. We don't know anything right now. We're blind. All we know about is the Ubisoft Star Wars open world game, which isn't by EA, right? It's by Ubisoft. And then the Star Wars Hunters game, which is basically a mobile game that's also being on the Switch. So I'm not having huge expectations for that. That's all we know. And both of them aren't by EA. So we don't know anything that EA is doing with the Star Wars thing. And I'm not trying to say be rude or anything, but I feel like you kind of wasted the license. I mean, obviously they made a lot of money off it, but I mean, what did we get? Battlefront 1, which by the way did not have a great launch. They only had like 4 maps at launch. That you thought they learned their lessons, so that's strike one. Battlefront 2, they shove loot box stuff into Battlefront 2. They finally learned their lesson off of that. They had Star Wars Squadrons and Jedi Fallen Order. That's 4 Star Wars games. Am I missing any, guys? And their contract was for 10 years. And these are the people that pump out games every year. Multi-billion-dollar company. To me, I mean, I don't want them to rush Star Wars 100%. I'm not saying they gotta come out with a Star Wars game every year, but I'm just saying, like, hey, there could be more done with it. You know what I mean? Or at least put more resources on it. I mean, it makes you a lot of money. Show it that attention. I don't know. Maybe, from a business standpoint, I don't know. I mean, like, if I did not care about the Star Wars community, right? And I owned a multi-billion-dollar company and I was in that position, I'm not sure if I would care about Star Wars either. Think about it, right? they tried putting, they have all their little microtransactions in FIFA games and all their sports games. They make a ton of money off that. They try to bring it into Star Wars, right? Make money off that. You know, we had a brain. No, I don't want to say that. That's rude. No, let's keep positive. We stood up together saying we don't want that. And they basically took it out because, you know, their sales were hurting a little bit and their reputation for that. They realized, okay, we can't do that with the Star Wars community. No loot box, no microtransaction stuff with the Star Wars community. So if they know it won't work on us, then why don't they just go back to the sports deal? They're making a ton of money off there. So from a business perspective, it makes sense. Which is kind of what a lot of the higher ups are doing. You can't really blame them for that. But what's going on, Solomon? And it's not even confirmed. Yeah, it's not even confirmed. I missed LucasArts. Well, that's the thing, though. I wouldn't get too disappointed. I mean, obviously, I'm a little disappointed just because of the Fallen Order 2 announcement, because they're not officially confirming it. So for as far as we know, they could cancel it, right? But here's the deal. Let's be real here. I feel like they're to the point where they're like, okay, Fallen Order 2 is basically going to be happening. This is what I feel like, guys. I'm saying not, this isn't confirmed or anything, right? But I feel like that they know that they are 100% going to try and get Fallen Order 2 out because of the success off the first one. Even though they said years back that single players are dead or whatever they said there. Because why would they let an opportunity like that go? And since they are going to be working on that, the least they could have done for this, especially after tease. Where's their tease? I don't know. But the two I had in a video where they were basically retweeting Game Informer saying, quote, "Now is a great time to get into Fallen Order." You know what I'm saying? Like right before EA Play, and they retweeted Game Informer's tweet, which was talking about EA Play. So yeah, that's it. Just 4 games. Yeah, at least 1 game every 2 years. Like, come on. Yeah. And I think they are referring to a Fallen Order 2 next year. That's what I think. If I had to predict anything, I think next year they're going to announce Fallen Order to come out maybe the end of 2023, kind of like when Fallen Order 1 did, right? And then they might have another game in 2024. I'm not sure. I don't ever see Battlefront 3 coming out the same year as Fallen Order 2, and I feel like they're putting Fallen Order 2 in front of Battlefront 3. That's what I feel like. I could be wrong. Like I said, this is just my thoughts. But I do feel like they're going to announce what do you call it? Fallen Order 2, Jedi Fallen Order 2, before Battlefront 3, and I don't see them doing it in the same year. Why would they do it in the same year? That's just going to hurt their sales for one of the games. You know, that they're competing with themselves at that point. They're probably going to announce one next year in 2022, have it come out. I don't know. Maybe they might have it come out the same year of 2022. That might be possible as well. We haven't had a Star Wars game, or a real Star Wars game, in a while since Fallen Order. Basically, I know we had Squadrons, but I mean, come on, that's for a specific community. But for the most part, there's a reason why they only charge $40 for that. That's from EA. GTA 6 comes out in 2025. See, and that's the thing. That's how I feel like they should go about this, right? Is even if it takes them a long time, just if they know they're making it, let us know. Be like, what is it? I think the one with Skyrim, Bethesda, right? Pretty sure it's Bethesda. What they do is they're like, hey, guess what? This game isn't going to come out in like 10 years, but we're working on it. Here's a 2-second trailer. This is how beautiful it's going to look, right? Communication, that's all it is. They gave an update on it. I don't know when the last time they gave an update on it, but they gave an update on it, giving us a little bit more footage. It was only like less than 10 seconds saying, hey, we're still working on it. Why can't they do that? Just let us know that it's coming, you know? Because they keep saying something's coming later on. Something's coming later on. Something's coming. Okay, okay. Yes, you want to let us know what you're working on, maybe? Yeah? You want to keep us entertained here? Obviously, the Star Wars community will always be there, whether you like to tell us something or not. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh shoot, I'm behind on chat here. Bro, no new games. Yes, there's no new games. Yep, sadly, David. At this point, they're losing money. I don't want to say they're losing money, but they're definitely... I see your point. I see your point, right? They're definitely losing out on money that they could have. Definitely, 100% agree. I mean, you just gotta make... Star Wars Squadrons literally prove that. You can literally make a game, slap Star Wars on it, and it will sell. Straight out. Obviously, the reputation will impact to a point with sales. That's why they were trying to recover from Battlefront 2 over 2 years of free DLC, which, you know, I would hope they would have free DLC for Battlefront 3, but I'm not going to get my hopes up for that. They might have just learned their lesson, have a good game out, kind of like Fallen Order did. Maybe a couple updates after that. But yeah, I'm not expecting too much there. And they haven't even announced Battlefront 3, so I'm not even getting my hopes up for that. Do I think they're going to make a Battlefront 3? Yes. I just don't think we're going to get it for a long time. I think at the earliest we're going to get it, like I said, 2024 at the earliest. And if they don't, I'm sure another company will make some type of Battlefront. It may not be Battlefront 3, because it'll be their first time at Battlefront. It might just be their Star Wars Battlefront. They might call it something off. Like, it might be like a spin-off, kind of like when LucasArts had it, right? There was Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2. There was spin-off Battlefront games like Battlefront Renegade Squadron, which, by the way, was amazing. So, yeah, there could be tons of spin-off games, and that could be where competition kind of lies in and stuff like that. There was one other thing I was going to say, too. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Lucasfilm Games, I feel like, is going to be the new Lucasfilm Arts. We just got to give time for the contract to end, and then give them time to make the games. Once that happens, I feel like it's going to be Star Wars heaven. Right now, it's just kind of in a little slump right now, because the contract is still with EA, and it's getting to a close. But I feel like I think EA might be thinking, hey, competition, start working for that. Instead of like pumping something out now and then having another game for there, but I don't know. The only game I'm excited about is the new R6 season that I haven't played yet. They need to make more Star Wars mobile games. They aren't restricted by canon. Honestly, I want more Star Wars console games. Honestly, they got Galaxy of Heroes. They're making a ton of money with that. The thing is about the mobile games, those free mobile games, is they're just shoved with microtransactions, and they're just not my type of style of games. I like to sit down, play on a console or a PC as long as I'm with a controller. I really like the feel of just me sitting down with a controller and playing a 3D Star Wars game or whatever, you know, like Fallen Order or Battlefront. So that's my type of feel. You know what I mean? That best Star Wars mobile game, Star Wars Commander, was shut down, and I was devastated because I love playing it. Hello there, Fivos. Nice to see you, man. Got another member from the Grey Battalion up in here. Same as Ewok Lord. Hello there. When's Battlefront 3 coming? They have not even confirmed that it's even coming at all. My guess would be early. Battlefront 3 is coming in 2045. Possibly. Battlefront needs a lot to improve a lightsaber feel like a baseball bat. I feel like they got a lot of the basics down with Battlefront 2. They just need to improve it from there. Honestly, I felt like if they just had Battlefront 2 as their base and they keep on updating it, obviously, I feel like they could have did something really amazing with Battlefront 2. I understand why they didn't. In the like, how would they keep on making money to make updates for years and years and years and years and make a ton of money? The only way they'd be able to do that is through skins. And they probably didn't want to do that because there's still people that believe that it's pay to win. Still to this day, I think Battlefront 2 is pay to win. And they probably don't want to get it mixed up in people's brains like, hey, you can buy things now in the game with real money. They probably don't even want that thought even near Battlefront 2. It's probably why they didn't start making a bunch of skins that they would sell for real money and stuff. See, what I would have done, right, is I mean, then again, I'm not like the business person. I care about the community, and I love Battlefront 2, as you guys know. I still play it all the time. But think about this for a second. Let's just think about this. They have free updates, right? How could they keep the continued support going? Even though they made millions and millions and millions of dollars off this game, right? I mean, they sold millions of copies. What they could have done is pump out skins as well as content, right? But also have some updates, maybe like their bug fix updates, right? Maybe not even have a whole lot of content once in a while, right? Just have a bunch of bug fixes that fixes the game, and then put a bunch of skins with it. And then what they could do is you could say, hey, buy this with your hard-earned in-game credits, or you can buy this cosmetic skin with crystals. That way it's still achievable in game, right? But a lot of people still buy it because they don't want to grind it all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then they could even do some more offline content. Just saying that. I gotta put that out there for the offline community. Battlefront 2 could have been such more of a better game if they kept updating it. Making it better. Battlefront 2 could be the #1 game in the world right now. It could. It has the potential. It really does have the potential, but it needs that ongoing developer support. Now, the lightsaber in Battlefront 2 was good. I like the lightsaber combat in Battlefront 2. They should just expand on it and fix a lot of the problems. You know what I mean? You love Star Wars Commander? I feel like that they should make a game that shows a day in the life of some nobody stormtrooper or like a clone that has a story. Interesting. See, I feel like they could do something like that with an open world aspect. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool. I would love a Mace, Ahsoka, more ships, more maps. I agree. See, I think Battlefront 3, if it ever does come in reality, right, is to, what do you call it? Have everything that Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 did, and more, right? Because if they just went ahead and poured everything over, right? I remember a tweet or a response, whatever it was. I remember specifically seeing this from a developer. I'd have to go find it if you guys don't want to see the screenshot or whatever. But they were talking about stuff in Battlefront 1 coming to Battlefront 2, and it's not as easy as what people would think. They said it's only 25% of the work is actually done, and they still got 75% to make it work in Battlefront 2. And that goes for Jabba's Palace, that goes for the heroes, that goes for all the stuff that they had in Battlefront 1 coming to Battlefront 2. But if you think about it, I'm like, okay, 25%. That's a lot. Take what you had in Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2. That's 25% of your time already done. Nail that, and then get some more content in. You know, improve the things that the community wanted and told you guys about in Battlefront 2. I know they see it, whether they saw it or not. You know what I mean? What's going on in the Senate? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. They really had good games for mobile, but not any more sad noises. See, I feel like we need more console games than mobile though. I mean, I say bring on all the Star Wars games on everything, mobile and Star Wars, or console, right? But I feel like the console has really been lackluster. I mean, the last 10 years there's been 4. I don't even know how many Star Wars mobile games there's been past 10 years. I'm not sure. We'd have to see. What's up, Squeaky? How's it going, man? If they don't show this year, they won't next year. EA is lying to us all. I feel like they would say something. I don't feel like we might not get anything next year, but I feel like they might say something. If they don't, then Strike 3, they're out. You know what I mean? They don't want to keep delaying us like this. Say they're gonna say something and then they don't, and say, hey, it'll be during. Hey, just think about it. Let's say, I don't think they will, but let's say they screw up 2021, 2022, and 2023 with no Star Wars games, right? Let's say they do that, okay? Don't worry, because their contract ends in 2023. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have other companies that will take the opportunity. You better believe, maybe even third party or indie developers, right? the smaller developers, smaller companies and stuff like that, you better believe they're going to take advantage of the Star Wars name. Why wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? Rip Star Wars Force Arena, the best Star Wars mobile game. Force Arena was awesome, but they ended support. Sad. Dang. Missing out a lot on chat. I need to catch up more on chat. Hang on here. I hate how restricted the Force abilities are. Also, the Force users die as easily as the Stormtroopers. Alright. Force Arena was like one of the only mobile Star Wars games. I've never heard of Force Arena. I gotta check that out, guys. You guys think it's pretty good? Hope it's like the sun. If you don't believe in you, you'll make it through the night. So hopefully now. The problem is Disney with their restrictions and censorship is they are definitely ruining the old Republic game. They can make it work. They can make it work. I would love to see, even if it's just rehashes of the old game, as long as they're remakes and not just like ports, I'd be all for it. I'd love to see a remake with like them not being so outdated with the graphics. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty awesome. Wouldn't you think? What's going on, Commander Cody? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let's check out if they tweet anything else here. The next gen of release, okay, it's now available on the PlayStation 5. Okay. Did I already retweet that? Oh, I already retweeted that. All right. Oh no, they already did this back on June 11th. I'm like, oh yeah, I thought they already did that. I made a video on that. So yeah, this is the most recent tweet. See, this people that clickbaited this and saying this was a Battlefront 3 tease, those are the channels that you probably don't want to follow. I don't understand how this is a Battlefront 3 tease for EA Play. What are your top 3 favorite maps in Star Wars Battlefront 2? Sound off below. I saw so many Battlefront 3 stuff in my recommended, and I don't even watch that stuff. You know what I mean? That's just how much an algorithm they are. It's just like, it makes no sense. What this is a step up. That's what that is. They're communicating with the Star Wars community. That's what we want. We've always been begging for them that show us that you care. Show us communication. Show us community. Right? They don't have a lot of good community, what do you call them? Community managers. A lot of companies don't. There's a big gap in between the developing process and then the community. But they're improving with this tweet. This tweet isn't all bad. And then they were doing this. You know what I mean? But yeah. But what is that scissor thing? What scissor thing? What scissor thing? If you want to clip part of the live or something. What do you mean? What do you mean? I want to know. Yes, it will be awesome as long as they don't ruin the lore. Hey, what's going on, Towers? Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of clickbait. Yeah, just those are the channels you know to stay away from. But this is proof. This is proof. The only thing I mentioned about EA Play on my channel, which then again I never said was confirmed. I just said, hey, it seems like they're teasing this a little bit, and I'm more excited than what I was, because I was going into EA Play thinking that, hey, we're probably just gonna get, if anything, something super small, and that's why I'm gonna be streaming the event. And then they tweet this. Where is it? Or here, let's go to mine. Right here. Where did I do it? Tweets and replies here. Let's see. Here's all my videos. What am I looking for again? I already forgot what I'm looking for. Whatever. What was I looking for, guys? I was looking for a specific tweet that I retweeted. Oh yeah, the what do you call it? The tease. Fallen Order tease. I remember retweeting it. Did I? Hold on, let me see. This is what they did. I know I did it. Right here. Boom! Gaming Forward said, you know what is a good time for as we head into EA Play next month? It's a good time to jump into Respawn's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So instead of EA making their own separate tweet that had nothing to do with EA Play, they decided to retweet this And then, quote, now is a great time to get back into Jedi Fallen Order 2. So I covered that in a Star Wars news update video. That wasn't only news, but that was something I wanted to bring up because it was something. But now there's nothing. Just goes to show you. You can clip. Wait, I missed it. You can clip vids in lives now. Really? YouTube added that feature, dude? That's amazing. We gotta test that out for sure. Dice Breeze Battlefront. YouTube clickbaiters. Battlefront 3 confirmed. Got that right. But now you got the news here. Nothing confirmed. We're waiting for till next year for an announcement. Who knows? They might announce a game next year, and then have the game come out next year towards the end, maybe Christmas time. But I don't know, man. The way things have been going, I wouldn't be too shocked if that's not the way it goes. I see it being a lot more common that they announce it next year, and it's probably gonna be something that we already thought was real because it's just been common knowledge through clickbait saying that Fallen Order 2 has been confirmed. Well, guess what, y'all? It hasn't. Yeah. So it's been everything but confirmed. They definitely tease it. I see why people say it's coming. Do I believe it's coming? Yes. But doesn't mean it's officially confirmed. I thought they might, after that little tease, I thought they might say this at EA Play. Hey, Fallen Order 2 is coming. We have nothing to show right now, but we can tell you it's going to be good. I thought they might do something like that. 2 sentences. When, you know, sports games take up over half the show, but whatever. That's just me. YouTube must have updated because there's a clip thing at the top. Where? I don't see it. Clip thing at the top. That's sick, man. Huh. I don't see anything at the top. Maybe, is it just for, like, mobile or something? I don't know. I like if Lucasfilm stopped the contracts and made their own game. Well, that's the thing, though, right? Is they're stopping. It seems like they're stopping the contracts. This is what it seems like. After this EA one, because that's the whole thing about Lucasfilm Games, right? See, I feel like Lucasfilm Games is the new LucasArts because they're learning now, like, hey, it's not such a great idea to just limit Star Wars games with one company. So after this contract, they said they're opening it up to a bunch of different developers, which explains the Ubisoft open world game, the Star Wars Hunters games by Zynga Games, right? So we're starting to see things like that. Honestly, I don't know how that works, though. I don't know if they work something out with Disney, which then that wouldn't make sense with EA, because Star Wars Hunters is supposed... They're not owned by EA, though. So, or are they? Is Zynga owned by EA? Because, like, how is theirs able to come out this year if their contract doesn't end till 2023? You know what I mean? Same thing with the open world game as well. I don't know how that works because their contract doesn't end until 2023. Maybe there's just an exception, or maybe Disney said, hey, let them do this, even though it's years of their contract, and we'll still allow you to do Star Wars games. I don't know. But I don't know. According to Andrew, the CEO of EA, said that they're in good standing with Disney. So I don't know. I have no idea. They don't communicate with us. When are you on mobile? You have a scissors icon on clips part of the video. Oh, you have to be on mobile. Got you. So that's what it means. Yeah, I don't see it here on PC or the desktop version, you know? EA has been money grabbing since Madden 07. Yeah, I'm on mobile. EA's so money grabby. I mean, you gotta think though, right? They're a company. They gotta go make money, right? But here's the deal. Here's the part that I don't get, and the part that doesn't make sense to me, and the part where I feel like they're going stupid, is that they could make money with Star Wars, and they're not making enough Star Wars. I don't even know if I should even... I'll even count Star Wars Squadrons. Star Wars Squadrons, Fallen Order, Battlefront 1 and 2. There you go. There you go. Battlefront 1, if you wanted to buy the whole game, it costed $120 at launch, whether you'd like to admit it or not. You could say it's $60, but no game that has 4 maps is worth $60. I don't know what you're thinking, even if you're part of the Star Wars community. I don't blame you if you bought it, but it's just like they did that, and then they said, oh, you want other maps? Come get $60 season pass. So you really spent $120 on the $60 game that should have been. And Battlefront 2 proved that. Even in their advertising, they said, what was it? When John Boyega was talking about it, they're like, there's like, what? Over twice the amount of content. They're saying 3 times as much maps, or this much more vehicles, this much more this as his predecessor. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to make a good game. EA is just too lazy. Their main focus isn't to please this, the hardcore fans, but the casual normies. Definitely, obviously their focus isn't on the hardcore fans, obviously. But I understand both perspectives at the same time. I understand our perspective more, but I understand why they don't always go with it. See, this right here, obviously, like I said, like for the millionth time, tweets a step up. But what I don't understand is why they're not saying anything at EA Play. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't they naming something? There's stuff that they know that will be coming out. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said ... but all of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision for the Star Wars galaxy far, far away. So that just tells me that they're not even close of being done with it. Because what would make sense, if it was really coming out next year, why wouldn't they announce it this year? Say, hey, next year it's coming out. That way it gets us hyped. You know, gets it sharing around. The word gets around. They have a year to advertise. You know what I'm saying? Compared to them announcing it next year and then it coming out that same year. No, I think that they're going to be announcing it next year and then it comes out the following year when their contract ends and when other people will be pumping out Star Wars games as well because they're going to have competition. That's my take. Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. But that's what I'm thinking because I'm trying to put my... What would I do if I was in a business position over at EA and I didn't care about the hardcore Star Wars community, all I care about the money. And I'm not saying that everyone's like that because that's not true. And I hope you guys know that. Everyone over there at EA Star Wars, over there at EA, you know, they love Star Wars. They love being, they're just like us. They want to make a good game, right? But they're limited of what they can do by the higher ups that don't care. You see what I'm saying? That's why DICE is so amazing, right? I love the developers. You could see that they're passionate about the games that they make, and they want it to be the best game ever, and they would love to support it for the rest of their career. You know what I'm saying? But you have the business people that are saying, hey, this isn't pulling in as much money as we want to. You know, think about it from pretend you're the business person up there. You don't care about any of the fan bases. You're a business person. You don't know a whole lot about video games. All you care about is making money, right? You see that these sports games over here making a ton of money. You know, you can put in microtransactions and all this other stuff. You look over here, you see the Star Wars community. They're awesome, right? Great, yeah. They're loving the games. They're buying the games. They go to test the microtransactions in it to make just as much money as the sports games to, you know, make as much money as they can, right? We repel back, as we should, saying, hey, no, we're not going to stand for this pay-to-win stuff. No, well, this isn't a free mobile game. We're paying $60 for the game. We don't need to pay $60 and then hundreds more to gain an advantage. No. No, that's not how it's going to go. And you're like, okay, fine. We did a little slap. More like that, right? They're like, oh, snap. Okay, we felt that. Okay, we won't test that no more. What do you think they're going to make the more money? They know not to mess with the Star Wars community, so what do? What makes them the most amount of money? It's just basic statistics. You know what I'm saying? FIFA is like their biggest franchise. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. What's going on, Ahsoka Tano? Nice to see you. Hello there. Welcome. Star Wars' main focus was the Jedi and the Force. Now it feels like the main focus are troopers and other characters. That's why the Force is so watered down in those games. Play Hero Showdown? It's like me main mode now. 1v1s are so good. I agree. And I'm not going to be playing Battlefront 2 right now because I'm actually working on a video for the end of next week. So yeah. I just wanted to get because this was just out of the blue, and I was gonna make a video about it, but I'm like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, let's just make it a news stream, and we'll all just talk about it as a community. We'll do it like that. I have only done one news stream, and it did kind of okay. The thing is that there are so many Star Wars projects, mostly series, coming in 2022 and 2023 that makes more sense to relate something in that period of time since the hype will be up. I mean, yeah, I don't feel like they're necessarily going for the hype. I mean, yeah, the hype goes inside of it as well, right? Because that also helps them with their marketing. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Because if all these other games are gonna be coming out in this time frame, like I said, it just comes down to competition. Why do you think Battlefield and COD so neck and neck? You know, they've been kind of laying off a little bit lately, but hopefully they can get back into it. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, and you can see you can literally see what happens when there's no competition. Take a look at COD right now. Okay. It kind of, I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't seem like Battlefield's really competing with COD right now. Maybe the 2042, it's getting there. But at least with the Battle Royale deal, I mean, come on. You're telling me that Activision would not be putting out better stuff if there was another big Battle Royale out there? Like if Battlefield had one? No. 100%. I guarantee you. Guaranteed that Activision would be stepping up their game if they had more competition. And that's just not with Activision. That's with every company. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? Great, when's the next Battlefront stream? What day is today? Today's Thursday. So, Saturday. That if the enemy team is respectful. That's true. I mean, hey, if they still want to do it, you know, 2v1, 2v2, I say bring it, baby. If that's how you want to play the game, play it. But don't hold nothing against me when I go whoop your butt, or have my teammate help me team up on you. You know, it's going to go both ways. It's a two-way street. I always give out that respect just in case that first round. Sometimes it gets me the loss. Sometimes it gets me the loss all 3 times in a row because I'm still confused by the last round. I'm like, wait. And you may be like, how is that possible? But trust me, it happens sometimes. Like, oh, one guy's trying to respect it, but this guy isn't. And then, oh, wait, he just faked it that entire time. I gotta love those fakers, man. Gotta love those fakers in Showdown. We ran into one last stream. I was spectating. It was the guy that was calling me hacker. We were spectating him. And then all of a sudden, Yoda just hops out of nowhere, going like, "Rah!" Starts whacking him in the back and stuff. And then Obi backs off, right? And then all of a sudden, Obi hops back in as he clearly sees Yoda fighting. I was just like, bro, whatever. I'm like, that just shows you that they don't have enough confidence to win. There you go. I said it. When they fake it like that. Some people just like the 2v2. And I'm like, okay, go for it. See, all right, let the best 2v2 win, baby. I will say, when me and Sam are together, man. Oh man, give her a couple warm-up rounds, and we can get some clean combos in that game mode. Oh man, there was one time this was before I had my channel. Sadly, I would have loved to record this. This was gold. We were toying around with this player because they weren't respecting it or whatever. We were respecting 1v1. They didn't respect it, and then basically we slaughtered one of their teammates in the next round, and it was just us two versus the one, and we were just messing around with them. I picked Kylo on purpose so I could pull and freeze, and then she went with Darth Maul for the Force chokehold, and we were just cycling through our ragdoll effects, and then there was 5 seconds left, and then we just both slaughtered that person within the last 5 seconds. It was hilarious. The whole 5 minutes we were just having fun. Totally messed up, but it was funny. It's nice to just have those funny moments once in a while. You know what I mean? People gotta understand. Oh, yeah, I want to read this. People gotta understand that the Battlefield franchise is significantly more valuable than EA than any of its Star Wars stuff is. I can't blame them for focusing on it above Star Wars. Yeah, that's true. It is. I just feel like that they could spend a little bit more time on Star Wars, because I mean, how many Battlefield games they have out in the past 10 years, and compare it to the past, the last, what do you call it? How many Star Wars games there is? But here's the deal, right? That's because Battlefield is an established franchise. You know, it's been there for a long time. You see, you could say that. I mean, Battlefield, I think, came out. Yeah, the first Battlefield came out before the first Star Wars Battlefront game. So obviously, it's a known franchise, and that's how long EA's owned Battlefield since that point, right? EA just picked up the Star Wars franchise from LucasArts. You know, so they are just now getting started. They're just now getting the feel of the Star Wars stuff, right? And the sales that they've been getting for just starting out, right? And it's hard to say. You can't really compare it to old numbers as well, because that's a different time. So it's kind of hard to compare the two. But I see it from both aspects. Obviously, it's their bigger franchise. There's no doubt about it. But I feel like they also haven't given Star Wars that fair chance compared to Battlefield, because they've had Battlefield longer. If they've given Star Wars that long of a chance, right? Who knows? I feel like Star Wars might actually be bigger. Depends. You know, I could give statistics saying that, you know, Battlefront 2 will outsold this Battlefield game and this Battlefield game, but it doesn't mean anything when they pump out that game every single year. You know what I'm saying? Which they might not be able to do with Star Wars, which I don't know how I'd feel. I don't know how I would feel if they pumped out a Star Wars game every single year, because I feel like it would just be an incomplete mess. Do I feel like it's better than what we're getting now? I don't know. I can go back and forth all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'd be cool to have one every single year, but I also don't want it just to become like the FIFA deal, you know? But they know that. They know that, so that's why they're not doing that. But, yeah, and those sports games make so much money. Why would they bother to make more Star Wars games when that community doesn't allow any microtransactions? Exactly. 100%. I love the PC streams. I can finally play with Gray. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's do it. We're going to slaughter. Because, hey, this Saturday is going to be the PC stream. Subs. But I think next Wednesday, the next couple Wednesdays, I'll be doing PlayStation 4 streams. Grind streams. I feel like I've done, I don't know, I feel like I haven't really done much on PC, but we had a lot. It's hard because the game keeps crashing, which, by the way, is going to be today's post. I wanted to see how many other people were running into it, and actually a lot more than what I thought. A lot more than what I thought, still to this day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out a fix, and once I find out a fix, I will make a video about it. That way anybody else having the issues can play the game, because it shouldn't be like that. And hopefully it works for them. But just bought a PC just to play with my mod. Nice, sounds good, man. That's another thing I gotta look into. I just don't find myself having a lot of time for mods. Trying to figure out how to do all that process and stuff. I've just been so... Every time I'm on YouTube, I'm just like working on content, you know what I mean? So like future videos, future projects. So I don't know. I see myself using mods one day, just not anytime soon. I'm just really busy right now. I'm trying to crank out that stuff. I'm wanting June, hopefully you guys thought was a good month. July, I'm wanting to be an even better month, and it's kind of hard because I'm like, that first week of July, my plans got messed up, and I'm trying to like recover from that. I don't know. July's already half over. Time's flying by, man. I'm trying. So I'm going to try and make the rest of July an awesome month, and I'm going to try and make the first half of August an awesome month as well. Obviously, I want to make every month, all year, an awesome month, awesome year. But, you know, I'm getting back into work and stuff like that, so time's harder. It's harder for me to get the timing down with some of this stuff, so I'm having to adapt with a bunch of different schedules. More people on PlayStation 4? That's true, but that's just because I built my community around that. If I started out the channel playing on PC and nothing but PC, and I just got a PlayStation 4, most of my community part of the on YouTube will be part of the PC. That's what I'm dealing with the Star Wars lore videos as well. You know what I'm saying? Is I know they're not going to get views because most of my content, probably over 90% of it, is Battlefront 2. I'm a Star Wars channel, but that just kind of shows you how much I love Battlefront 2, right? I love Star Wars and I love video games. Battlefront 2 is the perfect mix, and it has tons of great things in it, which is why most of my content is focused around it. A lot of people think I'm a Battlefront channel, when in reality I'm not. I cover Star Wars news, but here's the thing: there's not always a whole lot of Star Wars news. Star Wars, basically, it's like this. Battlefront 2, you want views? Like, I know it will get views. I just don't always want to do it. I don't do it for the views. Obviously, I want the channel to grow, which in that case, you need views. But let me give you an example, right? You want a Battlefront 2 video to do well, you can just make it on someone toxic. And you know what? It could be someone not even toxic. It could just be someone emoting, someone L2 spamming. Boom. Whatever. That's a video that'll get views. For Star Wars in general, just do a video about Star Wars drama. Some Star Wars drama that's, you know, hot during the time. I just don't like to get into that stuff. And when I think that one news update, I had to a tiny bit, had to put my toe in the water because they're shoving the drama into the actual Star Wars stuff, which makes no sense to me. And they've been doing that with politics forever, and it's just like, bro, let Star Wars be. I understand that they have some type of influence in the film and art and everything else. I get it. But to the degree that they take it at, it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't. Like, it's so obvious. They just, like, it feels like they just rub it in your face. I don't know. That's how I feel anyways. I remember being at the theaters and watch. Oh, why? It all comes down to money. It honestly does. All comes down to money. I love modding Battlefront 2. Leia, Han, Chewie, and Lando are the Bad Batch instead. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Bad Batch mods. That'd be pretty looking cool. That'd be looking cool. If you remember Cambo, Star Wars from yesterday's stream after you ended it, I got in a match with him and beat him every round. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, he wasn't that good. I mean, he was... See, here's the deal. With those types of players, it's kind of like, it can kind of go back and forth, right? Because he wasn't a bad... Like, I'd say he's, like, around average, right? Maybe slightly above average. In terms of knowing how to play certain characters. At least from what I saw with Han and a couple of his other characters. But here's the deal, right? Is the way he reacted and was showing that he only wanted... He said himself that he wanted to go against a sucky guy compared to a good guy. He said it himself. That is what makes him a worse player. And no, not even necessarily a worse player. Because here's the thing. Let me rephrase that. That'll just make his skill level never get better. He will always be above... He'll always be at that average mark. Or slightly above average. He will always be there. He will never get better. He'll never become good at the game or become great at the game. He's just not good at the game. So when I say he's not good at the game, I'm not saying he's bad. When I say he's bad at the... see, it could go back and forth. Like I said, he's around average. That's the level I'd give him. He'll never get better unless he goes against people that are better than him. Goes for anybody. Same as me. I will never get better if I keep going against people that I beat. I gotta lose sometimes. I gotta learn different strategies. I gotta do this. Sometimes I lose against the suckier player. It happens. Everyone has their bad days. I make my mistakes still to this day. I make rookie mistakes still to this day in Battlefront 2. I'm no better than them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, he's not even worth talking about anymore. What happened? Oh, it was just someone from... Oh, you're talking about... Oh, for the Star Wars news, this EA tweet. We won't be showing any new Star Wars games at EA Play on July 22nd. But all of us look forward to celebrating with you next year when we share our vision for the galaxy far, far away. So yeah, don't expect anything this year. Sadly. Wait, no games in EA Play? Nope. No Star Wars games. No Star Wars games in EA Play. In fact, I don't think for this year. Otherwise, they would have said, but look forward to soon. They use the words next year. So I think the announcement's going to happen next year. And the game might come out the year after that. So we're going to be waiting. Meaning, hey, get, you know what that means? You know what that means? I got plenty of time to get out all that Battlefront 2 content I've been wanting and missed out on. Boy, if I started my channel, like, no regrets. I don't regret me starting my channel when I did. But I wish a part of me always wondered, like, hey, if I just started my channel when I got my PlayStation 4 and Battlefront 2, where would it be now? You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. I'd be, yeah. Because I'm still gonna do what I would want. I'm gonna do the things I would have done back when I would have started it then, because that's what I want to do. But just part of me thinks, just like, what if I started earlier than what I did? You know what I'm saying? Because I started, because that way, by the time Battlefront 2 ended, right, I would know all the knowledge that I do now. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, oh, okay. So I'd almost be like 2 years ahead of the game, right? Almost, right? But anyways, I'm getting off track here. Will you play Battlefront 2 today? Great, only asking cause no, I won't be playing Battlefront 2 today. And no worries. I'll be playing on Saturday. That'll be my next Battlefront 2 stream. I'm doing the Bad Batch stream. Gray, have you ever heard of the saying, iron sharpens iron? I have. News is far, far away. It is. I mean, if there is any news, you guys know me. Keep you guys updated for sure on it. All EA does right now is just announce games and cancel them. I recently got an Xbox gift card, but so I bought Sea of Thieves because my friends recommended it. It's a really fun game, but I don't really have anyone to play it with because my friends don't want to play it with me. I still have some money left to buy more games, but I don't know which games to buy. I mean, you said Xbox, huh? I mean, do you already have Game Pass, Ladderson? I mean, if you already have Game Pass, I couldn't recommend anything new. There's some PlayStation exclusives that are good, but like I said, PlayStation, and you're on Xbox. But yeah, if you already have Game Pass, I don't even know. I'm to the point right now where I'm so strapped right now. I'm not spending a penny on any games for now, or anything at all. So, yeah, because my grant or scholarship, whatever you want to call it, for school, just found out yesterday that it got pulled away from me, and I'm trying to find out why and appeal it, because I don't know what I did to get it taken away from me. So I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the stream, guys. That's all I wanted to share with you guys, just because this popped out, and once I saw it, I was just like, okay, great. But yeah, I'll see you all tonight for Bad Batch, hopefully. And if not, no worries. I will see you guys in Saturday's sub stream. Catch you all later, and may the Force be with you always.